Wow, did I hate this film. Hey everybody, it's me, John Ward, and I am back with another Dark Park Film Reviews. And on this video, I'm reviewing a film. This is not looking at a recent purchase or DVDs or Blu-rays or anything like that. This is reviewing a film. And I normally don't do a lot of that stuff solo. I want to be doing it a little bit more. And I thought I would start off with a film that I really hated. And that's a Jurassic World Dominion. And one of the reasons why I waited is I wanted to see if it would actually hit the 1 billion mark, and it has not. Especially for a film that is supposed to be, the last in a trilogy, or even, the last in a franchise. This film should have gone way over 1 billion by now, and it hasn't. And I checked 3 different websites to see maybe if things just weren't up to date, and it looks like they're up to date. It will eventually probably hit it, but not as quickly as like Universal probably thought it would. But I did see this in the theater, and so in a way, I guess it is a purchase because I did buy a ticket, and I thought the trailer was awful, and I'm like, oh god, maybe it's just bad marketing or something, and I went to go see it in the theater, and I hated it. I really did. And the funny thing is that while I was in the theater, it was pretty packed, and they were showing trailers. And Jurassic World Dominion is PG-13, but they were showing some pretty heavy trailers in there. And in the row where I was sitting, there was a woman down from me. She leans over to the guy that she's with, and she goes, "Isn't this a kids movie? Why are they showing trailers like this?" And there were like sexy trailers and violent trailers, and it's just kind of like, yeah, I could maybe see trailers like this being on another movie, but not really Jurassic World Dominion. And I thought it was weird that she would say, isn't this a kids movie? And it's like, I never really thought of the Jurassic Park or Jurassic World films as kids movies, even though they do have kids in them. I mean, the first film, the T-Rex eats a lawyer. The second film, the T-Rex eats a dog. So, I mean, it's not like these are, kid-friendly movies, but I thought that was kind of strange that she would think that these are kids movies, even though they're PG-13. But first, I thought I would start off with showing you my little collection of the Jurassic Park, Jurassic World movies, and then we'll get more into it. I'm also going to rank them while we're here, which will take like 2 seconds since there's only 6 of them. 5 of them are out on Blu-ray, and Dominion hasn't come out yet. Sadly, because I am a completist, I will most likely buy Dominion, and I'll give it a second chance, but I doubt that I'm going to like it. But this I've had for a while, and it's actually a great box set. It's the Jurassic Park Ultimate Trilogy. I'm really big on box sets for movies. At times I'll wait and get them when all the films are out. So I like that this has parts 1 through 3, and here's its back. Got its side there. And it says, the ultimate Jurassic Park experience, all 3 movies, perfect high-def picture, plus 7.1 audio. Hours of bonus features. So Return to Jurassic Park, never before seen 6-part documentary. Behind the scenes, early pre-production meetings, and then it lists a bunch more stuff like, location scouting, animatronics, stuff like that. Archival featurettes, the making of all 3 Jurassic Park films, original featurettes on the making of films. Steven Spielberg directs Jurassic Park. I mean, just a bunch of stuff. The dinosaurs of Jurassic Park 3, special effects of Jurassic Park 3, a lot of stuff on Jurassic Park 3, and much more. Blu-ray exclusives, you could do like a Pocket Blue app or BD Live. These are all from Universal. They're all widescreen. Jurassic Park is 2 hours and 7 minutes, PG-13, intense sci-fi terror. The Lost World Jurassic Park is 2 hours and 9 minutes, PG-13, intense sci-fi terror and violence. And Jurassic Park 3 is only 1 hour and 33 minutes, intense sci-fi terror and violence. So, yeah, this is, I really like this set. And then you basically, it's more or less the same thing when you take the jacket off of it. Oh, hit my mic. This is the inside. And each one looks like it has a picture. So you got, Jurassic Park, Lost World Jurassic Park, and then Jurassic Park 3. And if you take out, so it's got pictures from each film. So this would be, Jurassic Park 1, Jurassic Park 2, Jurassic Park 3. Let's put these back in. Don't want anything to happen to them. And then you get this little, this is for like the digital copy. Actually, if you can read it, I don't think you can. I don't think you can. So I say you guys could have it, but I don't know if you can make that out. And then on the other side, it shows some other Spielberg films. And so these are all good. I actually own all of these. So this ET is good because it has both versions of the films. It has the original theatrical version and then the stupid one that Spielberg did, where the FBI guys are no longer holding guns. They're holding walkie-talkies, which makes no sense, and it's pretty stupid. This Jaws looks absolutely beautiful, but from what I understand is, for some reason, Spielberg added in falling stars when the orca is out at sea. And I get one, but I think there's like 2 or 3, and they get a little distracting. Like, who cares about a falling star? What does that matter? This is a great set. The Back to the Future 1 through 3. There is one, like a complete one, that has the movies and the animated show and a ton of stuff. I have this one, but I don't have that big complete one. And then, of course, there's the Jurassic Park one that we're looking at right now. So all of these are worth getting. So they're all good. And then on this side, so it has the front there that we looked at. Here's the back, and then inside is this here. And it's so Jurassic Park, it shows, I guess, all of the special features. Yeah, Lost World, all the extra. Yeah, so these are all the special features that are on it. So there's a lot. Return to Jurassic Park, like Dawn of a New Era, making prehistory the next step, behind the scenes, Lost World, deleted scenes, Return to Jurassic Park, finding the lost world, then behind the scenes, and then Jurassic Park 3, Return to Jurassic Park, the third adventure, like a making of Jurassic Park 3, dinosaurs of Jurassic Park 3, special effects of Jurassic Park 3, and behind the scenes. So there's a lot of stuff on this one. So I enjoyed all 3 of these. And then I was excited when they said that Jurassic World was coming out. So here's that here. I like it's kind of got like a shiny cover to it. And here's its back. And let's see. So front and back, I think, are the same thing. Yeah. So, and this is Blu-ray, DVD, and digital. This one just says Blu-ray on the cover, but it looks like it also has its digital ones also, just not DVD. And this is HD picture and theater quality sound. There's a review from US Weekly that says flat out astonishes. Blu-ray exclusives, welcome to Jurassic World All Access Pass, additional features, deleted scenes, dinosaurs roam once again. There's more to it, but I'm kind of leaving out stuff. Universal, PG-13, 2 hours and 5 minutes. And then you get so you got the DVD and then Blu-ray. And then it comes with this little booklet. So once again, I don't know if you can. And then you open it and it's got all this stuff for Lego and rides and stuff like that. I keep this stuff. I don't throw it away. And then Fallen Kingdom. If I can get this back in right without destroying the case of the slipcover. There we go. And then there's Fallen Kingdom. Here's its back. Side. I don't think I showed this side for. It's backwards. There we go. We'll do both at the same time. So this is Blu-ray, DVD, and digital. It says play with Blue, which looks like it's an interactive experience inside through Facebook and Instant Messenger. HD picture and theatrical quality sound. Bonus features, Chris Pratt's Jurassic journals. Also includes On Set with Chris and Bryce. The Kingdom Evolves, Rooftop Showdown, Monster in a Mansion, Start the Bidding, Death of a Dino, Malcolm's Return, and much more. This is Universal, PG-13. What one is this one? Doesn't say on the back here. Digital movie included. Oh, here, this might tell more on the back. Let's see here. 2 hours and 9 minutes. Widescreen. So it's got all the stuff from, from the other ones. So. And then inside, it's got a few things here. So DVD, Blu-ray, and it has this little thing here, interactive baby blue, which I guess is for your phone. And then it's got the movies here promoting the films. Got some stuff inside. They got the shaving cream can there from the first movie. Oh, so here's, these are now all collections. So there's that Back to the Future that I was mentioning that has like everything. So they got Lost World here, then the Fast and Furious collection, 8 movies, the Mummy trilogy, the Bourne collection, the Purge 4 movie. and then the digital. So we'll put that up there if you guys want to. Can't tell, where is it? It's on top. Okay, so that's all the stuff that's inside that. Now, if I had to rank these, this is actually a pretty easy ranking for me. So, and some of you may think I'm a little crazy, but I would probably say it would go, for me, the original Jurassic Park first. Then it would go Jurassic World, because I'm a pretty big fan of this one. Then it would go Jurassic Park 3. Then it would go Lost World Jurassic Park. Then it would go Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. I don't hate this as much as everybody else does. I think from watching it from the theater where I really hated it, I really hated that scene at the where they go to the island and it's like the brontosaurus is trying to get onto the boat and he's on the dock. He or she is on the dock, and the dock breaks apart and it dies, and it's kind of like doing its like dinosaur scream as it sinks into the water and drowns. How is this a kids movie? How are these kids movies? You're killing dinosaurs off by drowning them. That upset me. I thought this was really like a big budget Roger Corman, and there's nothing wrong with Roger Corman. If you guys have watched my videos, you know, I think Roger Corman is the greatest thing to ever happen to film. And, but it just really does feel like a big budget Roger Corman movie, where the dinosaurs are just in a house roaming around. I mean, I could see his series Carnosaur, or he made a movie called Raptor taking place in a house. This is just, I don't think, what people wanted. And then of course the last film would be Dominion. So Dominion would be the worst, while the original Jurassic Park would be the best. But I really don't think this is what people wanted when they've been saying, look, let's just get dinosaurs back, in like America, and we're around the world. I don't think that this was it. What we saw in The Lost World with the T-Rex roaming around Burbank and everything, that's what we wanted. We didn't want this, where there's auctions and a mansion with underground labs and a clone girl, and which I thought was so fucking stupid, because if you have cloned dinosaurs and you can make dinosaurs, who cares about a clone girl? Make that a whole separate movie, do a spinoff. So I've come to like this a little bit more, because I do like its cheesiness to a point. And they did try something new, but it just doesn't work. And I think that's why people are not liking Dominion. And I really, like I said, I really hated Dominion. I really left the theater pissed off when I saw it. And the directing is chaotic. And I'm going to go to, let's see, IMDb here and a couple other places. So the film is directed by Colin Trevorrow. The directing in this film in Dominion is chaos. It's very Jekyll and Hyde. You got the original cast back, which is great. And then you have the new cast, or the current cast. And with the old cast, he seems to direct the film in a very different way than he directs it with the current cast. And it's too much. It's settle on one style. Why are it's almost directed by two different people, and it's just not good. The other films that he has made, and so he really hasn't directed anything, that really is that good. So he was one of the writers. So he directed a film called Reality Show, then Safety Not Guaranteed. He did direct Jurassic World. So, and that one was not chaotic. That one didn't have chaos. It was directed pretty straightforward, almost like Spielberg was directing it. And I think the reason why people like Jurassic World is because we got what we wanted. We wanted to see the park open. We wanted to see tourists. We wanted to see what they were doing with the dinosaurs. And then, of course, everything goes completely ballistic, and then we just get dinosaur attacks everywhere. He directed a film called Book of Henry. He was one of the writers on Fallen Kingdom, and one of the producers, but he did not direct it. This says a lot right here. He did not direct Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker, but he was story. And then he was the director and story and producer on Dominion. So this guy really hasn't done a ton of stuff, and it's not that great. So it looks like he works a lot on, like, he's one of the executive producers on a kids show, that Jurassic Park Camp Cretaceous, and then Lego Jurassic Park. He has a couple short films, but yeah, he hasn't done really anything great. So I don't really know why they would bring him back, except that, I mean, I guess because Jurassic World made a lot of money, and nobody really liked Fallen Kingdom, so let's bring the guy back who directed the film that actually made more money than any Jurassic Park film. And so that's what I got right here is, so Jurassic Park, the original, it did make over $1 billion. The Lost World Jurassic Park 2, did not hit $1 billion. Jurassic Park 3 did not hit $1 billion. Now, Jurassic World, it exceeded, it went massively over $1 billion. It made more money than the original Jurassic Park. Then Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, actually, that also went over $1 billion, and it made more money than Jurassic Park, the original. Now, this is worldwide box office, but Jurassic World Dominion has not hit 1 billion. And I think that's from just bad word of mouth. Just people don't like the movie. It's not a dinosaur movie. It just isn't. And the dinosaurs kind of bookend the movie, and they're kind of scattered throughout. Even Chris Pratt mentioned that it's like more like a James Bond movie, because they go to Italy, and then he's on the motorcycle, and the Velociraptors are chasing him around Italy. Why are we in Italy? What is this? Could have been shot anywhere. It was almost like they said, let's give the cast and crew a vacation, because you see this on TV shows. Modern Family did it, where they all went to Australia. That was obviously a thank you by the studio for making the show such a hit. So they get this paid vacation while they're down there, but they got to film a couple episodes. This to me seemed like the same thing. Hey, we're going to send you guys to Italy when this could be shot in the States. Italy, when this could be shot in the States. And that's our thank you for doing these movies. Hey, but yet we're not going to send the original cast, when they're the ones who made these films. And, and especially somebody like, Jeff Goldblum, who's been in like all of them. I think it's something like 1. So, and he's stuck with this. You can always depend on Jeff Goldblum with Independence Day or Jurassic Park, whatever it is, he'll always come back. And I really like Jeff Goldblum. So it was great seeing, Laura Dern, and it was great seeing, of course, Sam Neill, who I absolutely love. I've followed his career for a while. And as a kid, I loved him as Damien in The Final Conflict, which is actually my favorite Omen film. And I would love to work with him one day. I mean, he's just such a great actor. Jeff Goldblum is such a goof that you can't help but like him. And it's nice that they gave, of course, Laura Dern, a film to come back in instead of just like an extended cameo. I will say this. I don't like Chris Pratt. I don't think he's a leading man. I don't think he can hold a film. That Tomorrow War was awful. The film made no sense at all. If you actually look at it story wise, it was absolutely stupid. And he's not a leading man. I don't think that he has the appearance of a leading man. I don't think that he's a good actor. He was by far the worst thing on Parks and Recreation. I actually stopped watching the show because of him. And it wasn't until streaming and all that came back that I finished it. And unfortunately, he is from beginning to end. And I just think Andy is one of the worst characters out there. It's just awful. And he's okay as Star-Lord in, the Guardians of the Galaxy, because he's playing a goofball. So he's all right in that. I don't know what happened with him and Anna Faris. She's gorgeous and seems like a lot of fun, but sometime down the line they got divorced, and maybe it's because his career was going up and hers was kind of sitting right here. So who knows with that. I know that he's the right accepts and likes his religious beliefs, while the left has an issue with it. I am on the left, and even though I say I'm Democrat to the right, I do have some conservative views. I think that if you keep your religion out of things, then that's fine. And he doesn't seem to put his religion into movies, but he does vocalize it. But with that being said, I also think somebody like Chris Evans probably should not have called people idiots when he was promoting Lightyear, that in the film bombed. So not just for that reason, but as I'm sure it didn't help any. So there's an up and down with that type of thing. I'm a huge Tom Cruise fan. So I was very happy to see that Top Gun Maverick actually went over 1 billion. And even though he was fine for a while, he did do the whole Scientology thing. I mean, he's still a Scientologist, but he seemed to promote that a lot while he was doing his films. And I think a lot of that had to maybe do with his sister, because she took over as his manager, and then he stopped. And if you notice, within the last few years, maybe more than that, he hasn't done that. And now, Top Gun Maverick is huge. It's still right up there, and I think Minions is probably going to knock it out of like first place, because that has made a ton of money. And but it's I just don't like Chris Pratt. I'm sorry, that's my opinion. I just don't like the guy. I don't know him personally, obviously, but I just don't think he's a leading man. I think he's kind of a walking just 2x4. I mean, they're just like, he just doesn't have a personality. Bryce Dallas Howard, I like. And I like that she is, one, I find her to be beautiful, and I think that she's a good actress. She's also like a producer and a director. And so I like her. Unfortunately, her character in this is pretty much like a rock. I mean, there isn't much personality there. The original cast, they have personality. I mean, you definitely know what's going on with the original cast. They have their distinct personalities, while the new cast, I don't think they do. I think that they're written very wooden, and that's unfortunate. But it's nice to see, and I like Ron Howard. I'm a big Arrested Development fan. So, and she's, part of that. And I like her. But it's just, I don't think these are the films that showcase her the best. She, it's a nice paycheck, but I think they could end this series with Dominion, because I think the only way to go is you then start another trilogy called Jurassic Planet. And you do 3 of those and maybe kind of retcon these, or you continue it, but the entire planet is now filled with dinosaurs. And I was hoping from Dominion to get more of aliens. I wanted this to be more of a hard PG-13 when I thought it was a very soft PG-13. Um, People do get killed in this, but not really. None of the dinosaurs get shot, so I think that Dominion is probably more aimed at kids or family friendly than it is a harder PG-13. But I wanted people, I really wanted that kind of B movie stalking of of humans and dinosaurs attacking them. I wanted that type of thing. Like I said, like Aliens, I wanted that type of thing with it, and I just didn't get it, and I think that people are disappointed. You could almost look at it as like a zombie movie, that it's these characters are running from these dinosaurs that could be anywhere, and kind of like how zombies, they go in hordes. You could do the same thing with the dinosaurs. I would almost make a Jurassic Park or World film like a zombie movie, or an alien movie. So yeah, I just don't think that that people, enjoy this film because of reasons like that. It's just not interesting. They did spend a lot of money on Dominion, but in some cases it looks cheap. I also one of my favorite, actors in this is Campbell Scott, and he plays, as Trump would say, Tim Apple, but he actually, it's Tim Cook from Apple, and he even looks like him in the movie. Is excuse me, he was actually, that character was in the original Jurassic Park, and pretty much had excuse me, and pretty much had nothing to do. He was getting the shaving cream can, which which was lost, and covered in mud. Why, for some reason, it's in Dominion. I mean, it's a cute little Easter egg, but it doesn't make a lot of sense. I, being a geek, I probably would have included it in myself, so I don't think I could complain that much. But it is, story-wise, it doesn't make a lot of sense unless he had people go back to the island and search the entire island, and they dug it up under a whole bunch of mud. But I really like Campbell Scott. If you've ever seen a film called Roger Dodger, he is great in it, and I highly recommend it. But he was wasted. He looked so bored. His character is just almost non-existent. And him creating, oh God, one of the things I hate in this are the locusts. The locust plot is so stupid. Like, they had no idea how to get the old cast and the new cast or current cast together. So we have to do this thing called bring these locusts in, these genetically, created locusts, where once again, we have dinosaurs. This doesn't make sense to me. Why are we doing locusts now? Now it's this environmental movie, and I'm all about helping the environment and stopping global warming, but I don't need it in my Jurassic World movie. And that makes no sense to me. It was such a stupid idea having these locusts in it. They had more screen time than the dinosaurs did. The other thing I hated, of course, like I mentioned with the last film, is Clone Girl. And I hated it in the last movie, and I hate it in this movie. I know that she's supposed to be a teenager, but my God, she is the biggest pain in the ass ever. And it's her fault that she gets caught. And unlike Blue's little kid, they're just being dinosaurs, and they see a dead thing, and they go to eat it, and they get captured. So Velociraptors are just being Velociraptors in this, but the Clone Girl is just so obnoxious. I just, why do we? And I get that each film has to have kids in it for some reason. I guess because they're considered as kids movies or family movies, but it's just bad. It really is bad. There is horrible writing in this. Some of the dialogue is atrocious. Some of the Easter eggs are dumb. Like they have Malcolm start to undo his shirt, and the pilot sister goes, no, and he goes, oh, okay, and he puts it back up. Yeah, it's a little Easter egg to like the first film, but what's the point? Except just to get like a cheap laugh. That is the one character that I like. The new character that I do like is the pilot. I am blanking on her name, but the African American woman who has the plane. I do like her. I think she's an interesting character. So, but there's too many characters in this, and it's just, it's so, to me it was really boring up until when they actually got to the island, when it turned into Jurassic Park again, and then it became a little bit more interesting. But all the stuff with the Tim Apple character, all, I mean, it's just a bad movie. It's the, I mean, and like I said, I think that there's a reason why it hasn't hit that 1 billion mark yet, is because it's not good. And I get that people like it because it's nostalgia, and we're supposed to like it. I mean, I'm a little guilty of that with, let's say, like Top Gun or something. But it's, you have to at least acknowledge that. You have to sit there and say, oh, well, I like Jurassic World because it's Jurassic World, or Park, or whatever. You know, I just like that world that they're in. But yeah, it's not a great movie. And I think that people have a lot of problems with, when it comes to things like Star Wars and Star Trek, that, you know, every Star Wars movie or TV show is great. Every Star Trek movie and TV show is great, when it's not. You can like a series, there's nothing wrong with that, but it doesn't mean that everything is good in it. And that falls with the Jurassic Park films or world. And yeah, it's just, there's so many just bad things in this. They, Universal released on YouTube a prologue where the T-Rex is at a drive-in. That was cut from the movie. That was the original beginning to the film, but they felt that the movie was too long. So they cut out what looked like probably what would have been the best scene in the movie. You could see it on YouTube. If I could find it, I'll put a link down below. And then, you know, instead what we get is Chris Pratt basically like wrangling a dinosaur, which I'm sorry, it's a dinosaur. What he did, you're not going to be able to do. You know, obviously I'm not a, you know, I haven't tried to, you know, lasso a dinosaur, but I don't know. It seems like this dinosaur would just destroy him, you know, just, and I'm so tired of him doing the hand thing with everything, you know, that, like, why would that stop something? If you did that to a lion or a wolf, it would probably just eat your hand off. It's just, God, it's all so bad. I also got tired of BD Wong being in it, the scientist, and it just, like, why does this guy need to be in all of them? I think he's in all of them. For some reason, he just has to be in every one for some reason. I might be getting it wrong that he's in every one, but it sure seems like it. But he's fine as an actor, but it's like, and then he gets redeemed at the end of this. He finds that, you know, he kind of modifies the modified, you know, locusts, so that when he releases those locusts, it will kill the locusts that are out there. Well, if you look at what this guy has done since movie one, he's killed a lot of people. You know, these things are his fault. He should not be looked at as any sort of hero. He should be in prison for murder, mass murder. And Jeff Goldblum was right from the first film all the way up to the last one. He has said the same thing. You know, Malcolm has said, don't do this. This is wrong. And he's been 100% right the entire time. Another complaint I have with this is, even though it's great to see the original cast back, Sam Neill did seem looked a little bored to me. So it's nice having him back. It's great, but he just kind of gave off a, you know, been there, done that type of thing to me. And so, but it's still nice seeing him. God, there's just so much, and I know that I'm missing things here. Looking at IMDb here. Yeah, I think maybe that kind of covers it all. It always annoyed me when they're bringing in new dinosaurs, because once again, why make new dinosaurs when I think probably for decades people would be amazed at just the dinosaurs that existed. You know, I get it in Jurassic World that they wanted to bring in a whole new one, and that I didn't mind so much. But it seems like that they, you know, probably could have existed a very long time with the current dinosaurs. That they didn't need to create a whole new one. But I get it. You know, they got to sell toys. So the ending really kind of reminded me of George Romero's Land of the Dead, where we have the humans and then they see off in the distance the zombies kind of going off, kind of making their own way. And I think somebody was going to shoot them, and the lead puts the gun down and says, no, just let them go do their own thing. Where maybe, and then of course Romero made the later on he made the awful Survival of the Dead, but he could have done something where it was kind of like zombie war, where it was maybe humans and zombies working together, or maybe it's zombies against humans or humans against zombies, and it's kind of like a north-south type of thing. And he could have made it something more interesting, you know, if we're not going to kill them and let them live their own lives. And this I kind of felt the same way with. I didn't, you know, it's now we got that stupid montage at the end where, you know, dinosaurs are now running with animals in, let's say, Africa, or, you know, prehistoric birds are now flying with seagulls, or things like that. I thought were just so stupid. It's not what people want. We want to see dinosaurs hunting and attacking people, and them trying to survive. You know, this coexistence thing is absolutely stupid, because as they showed in one scene in Italy, you know, there were 2 T-Rexes and they were killing people, you know, in the city. And this is now just something that we live with. And we get this news report at the beginning of the film that shows like pterodactyls, and they're building a nest on top of a building. And no, I would really think the army, because this is just what humans do, we just like to kill things, is they would go and destroy all that. They would kill as many dinosaurs as they possibly could. So yeah, it's just, I'm sorry, it's just not good. It's not a good movie. I wish people would acknowledge bad films, bad filmmaking, bad writing, bad acting, instead of just going, oh yeah, it's great. It's great to see these people back and stuff. It's no, bad is bad. It's that simple. And as long as money is given, and like I said, I gave money to this, so, but I'm not going to go see it again. I would see Top Gun Maverick again, but I'm not going to see this again. But then of course I'll buy it on Blu-ray when it comes out, and then that will help with Blu-ray sales. So I don't know. I mean, we all should just stop doing these things. It's yeah, I don't know. It's just not good. So yeah, I guess that's it. I mean, if I had to rank this of like, I don't know, 1 to 5 dinosaurs, let's say, I think I would have to give it a 1. I mean, it's to me, it's the worst out of the entire franchise. And I'm not a big Lost World fan. I think that is one of the weaker ones, but when it comes to stuff like Fallen Kingdom, it's actually better. So yeah, I don't know. All right, guys. Well, I think that's it. You know, I think I said, so just as a correction, just in case, Bryce Dallas Howard. Yeah, I think that's how I said her name. I don't think I messed up her name. The 3 names kind of messes me up from time to time with people, but I think I said her name correctly. Yeah, then we got Chris Pratt, of course, Laura Dern, Jeff Goldblum, Sam Neill. The pilot's name is DeWanda Weiss. So she's the pilot. I thought that she was pretty good. And then I could just, Campbell Scott, Dodson, Lewis Dodson. That's the character who was in the first film, where you had Newman from Seinfeld yelling, you know, it's Dawson, it's Dawson, it's Dawson. For some reason, I guess he's moved up the ranks, and now he's this owner of this island in Dinosaur Sanctuary. I think I would have preferred the entire movie just to take place on the island. But we had DB Wong, That's pretty much about it. So, all right, everyone, thanks a lot. I do appreciate it. I'll try to do more of these. And since this is maybe the second review that I've done, like real review that I've done, I think Ghostbusters Afterlife was the first. I'll get it down a little bit more with structure and all that type of stuff. So, all right. So thanks for watching this. I appreciate it. Please like, comment, share, do all that good stuff. And I will talk to you on the next one. Thanks. Bye.